Well, I'm Les Gibson. This is my wife, Cindy. Married almost 48 years. Grew up, we were next door neighbors. Dated for a few years.
I grew up in a Christian home. I accepted Christ as my Savior at about age 10 or 11. So it's always been a part of my life.
My name's Susan Musel, and I was raised in the Catholic Church and would have considered myself then religious.
My name's Adam Hastings. I was raised Lutheran. I met my wife in high school.
I'm Kelly Hastings. I was raised in a Christian home.
My name is Liz. When I was in high school, just very dysfunctional home and grew up a Catholic. It just wasn't meeting the need. And so found a Christian church, got born again, and it's like, this is hope.
My husband was not going to church with me, and I was trying to acknowledge my kids and the need for them for knowing God.
When I was 7, my aunt was really sick, to the point that even the doctors at the hospital had said, there's nothing we can do to save her. There was a lot of prayer and devotion, and God just performed a miracle in our lives, and my aunt is alive and healthy today. And so that really marked the beginning for me, where it was God is real, He can do anything, and I need Him in my life.
Les and my brother were best friends. They grew up together. That's how I met Les. They did a little raft trip up the Black River. They lost the raft. They had to be rescued by helicopter. We didn't know if they were going to make it or not. He and my brother had made a decision. They were either going to make it across together or they were going to die together. And I think God really spoke to him that weekend. And fortunately, they were rescued.
I made my peace with God before we tried to get off the island, and He answered the prayer.
I am the type of person that is going to try to pave my own way. I feel like I'm closest to God when I step back and just pray and say, I'll let go and just rely on you.
God is really using motherhood to teach me a lot. Even in our pregnancy stories, we suffered some miscarriages in there, and just learning, kind of like you were saying, step back. You can't control everything. You cannot be in charge of everything.
In doing the next steps, we do the SHAPE assessment. But one of the things that always comes up with me is my more dedication to service, of creating relationships and teaching and educating and mentoring.
I work in healthcare. I'm a nurse practitioner, love taking care of people. So that has led me to be involved, and I now love working the First Steps table.
I love praise and worship. I don't mind jumping and dancing with the kids, because I believe that that's what God has for us, is worship.
Moving here to Tucson was a huge step out of character. And I grew up in Ohio, and that was my life. He has guided every single one of my steps. We moved here, and then the pandemic hit. Everything was started just online. And it, obviously a very different feeling doing things online, but it gave me an opportunity to investigate a whole lot of different places. I ended up finally coming in person last summer.
Here at New Life, I have seen a people that mean what they say and say what they mean. You don't just say you want to be part of my life, part of my family. You really mean that.
You greet our family by name every week. That's huge. The kids and I have run into Pastor Greg at the dentist, at the gym, just out and about, and he always takes time, and he gets down and he visits with my children. And for us, that was really important, to feel more of a church family, and it's not just a place that you check off on Sunday mornings.
I'm just so thankful for you and Greg and Dustin and what this church family has for us. I see a home here for a very long time.